Hello and welcome to 1 Hour SaaS. This is the video for update number 7. I am Mubashir Iqbal and I've got messy hair this evening. Um, but today I started writing some code. So it felt good to actually stop, thinking and doing things in theory and hitting obstacles and actually start to write some code. I started with just the basic scaffolding with the Laravel framework and using Jetstream to get that up and running. Um, so that handles like the user authentication, user login, user sign up. It gives you some starter screens for like managing somebody's profile. Also provides the team functionality as well, so you can add teams, add people to teams, and manage teams, all that kind of stuff. And I will show you in a little bit kind of how all that stuff looks and works. And then since that didn't take very long, I also started working on the Stripe integration. I used the Stripe portal that was recently released, just to see how that worked and see how it would integrate with podcast paying. And I've not used it before, not so it was kind of fun to integrate that and see how that looks and works. So that's all done. And then tomorrow I'm actually going to finish like the subscription part of things, because turns out with the portal you still need to do all that stuff. So that's why I did the portal first. I was hoping that it would be able to kind of handle a lot more than it did, but it still handles a lot. Like it lets you don't have to build any more screens for allow people to switch plans and to update their credit card because it expires or whatever, or just because they want to change their card. That's all handled by Stripe now, so I don't have to build it into my application. So that's really awesome. So that's what I'm going to. So tomorrow is going to be the actual building out the subscription screens with the different plans on it, and then kind of let people pick the plan and enter their credit card info and to actually create an account. So I'll be working on that tomorrow. So before I wrap up this video here, so let's just I can give you guys a quick little once over of what I built, because I think it will be kind of cool to see that, just to see what's possible in less than an hour. And I probably could have gone a little bit faster than I did, but I was recording what I was working on. So let me just switch out to here. So let me switch to the different mode here. So this is just the very vanilla Jetstream welcome page after you've just run the standard kind of the standard Laravel install. So I haven't touched this at all yet because I don't know what the homepage will look like yet. But just out of the box, it gives you the screens to be able to log in. So this is just like the default screen to log in. If you have an account, you can register. So these are just the standard fields. These are all fairly easy to update. And then so you can do this, which is, so let's just say test and then test at user.com, because so you put in these are all the fundamental information that you need. So once you register, so now you get access to the dashboard, but here you've got a little profile where you can upload an avatar. You can change your password, so you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to build any of this stuff. It comes with some API tokens that you can create. I don't know if we're going to use that, probably at some point, not for the MVP though. And then this is the team, so you can create your team, you can invite other people into the team, and there's pretty good documentation about how all of this stuff works on the Laravel site. I'll probably be reading some more of that as I get into this, but from everything I've seen, it's all very customizable, so you're not really tied, you're not locked into kind of what's here just because you use that kind of scaffolding. And so you can make new teams and you can invite other people into teams and all that kind of stuff. So that was all kind of that was all done very quickly, just because it's a part of the standard install now. Well, not it's part of standard, it's part of the options when you install a Laravel application. The one other thing I did do, as I mentioned, was I integrated the Stripe billing portal, so you can see now, because I'm logged in, I get access to this. And because I haven't actually added myself to a plan yet or anything like that, I haven't added credit card, I haven't been through that process yet, there's nothing here, but this is actually all running on Stripe, and it's linked back to my account with the user that I'm logged into on Podcast Ping. So if I wanted to add a card, I could add it here. I'm not gonna in this particular, but yeah, we can just use, this is just using the test card, so the test infrastructure there. So you can see now I've updated this user. This user now has a card, so it's on file, so any future charges and things would kind of use that card instead, but it's not going to have any effect yet, kind of on the Podcast Ping side of things. And then you can go back to the billing page that will exist at some point. But yeah, so that's kind of what I got up to today. I am going to do one other little experiment, which I've started today, which is kind of just actually recording everything that I'm doing as I'm writing code and stuff. I am going to make that available as not a subscription, but as a one-time payment. So I set up a Gumroad page for what I'm calling the 1 hour SaaS Podcast Ping Insider. And so it's kind of a one-time payment that you can make, and if somebody purchases this, I haven't actually set up any of this stuff yet in terms of the community and the videos and stuff, because I don't know if anybody actually will want to be a Podcast Ping Insider. But if you do, you'll get access to probably a Slack community where we can hang out, and you can ask me questions, and I can ask you questions when I get stuck on stuff as well. And all the videos, and perhaps if I do live streams of the coding sessions and stuff, will be available to the insiders. And then as a optional upgrade as well, if you want to actually get the source code to Podcast Ping, so you can kind of see all the stuff I'm working on, and maybe use parts of it on your own application. Hopefully you're not going to build a podcast uptime monitoring system and launch it, but I guess you could. You can pay for that too. But yeah, this is all entirely optional. I want to see if there's any interest. If there is interest, if people subscribe, then I'll carry on doing stuff like this and recording the sort of videos of my actual coding sessions. I'll still be doing this regardless if anybody signs up for the Insider or not. I'll still be posting my 10-15 minute updates during every day that I work. And so yeah, don't feel obligated to sign up. This will happen regardless, but if you want access to these extra things, then if there's any interest, that's absolutely fantastic. I'll be posting a link to the Gumroad page in the comments under the video, and probably on Twitter and in the email tomorrow that I send out. But if there's any interest, then the Podcast Ping Insider program will become a thing, and if there's not, then it won't. So I guess I'll update you tomorrow, and we'll see what happens. Until then, see you tomorrow.